Hello, Knights fans. We're back with another edition of the FDU Men's Basketball Report here with Coach Herenda. Coach, off to a 5-1 start in conference play. First place is the best start since the 2005 season. Coming off your first long NEC road trip of the season, you got the 1-1 split. What did you see from the team last week?
Yeah, I just saw that we bounced back and just played tougher and played better defense in that Central game. I mean, Central, Danielle's in the process of building that thing, and they're competitive with they've lost a 2-point game, an overtime game, so we knew it was going to be a hard game. The Mount game, we just can't give good teams leads and expect to continually get out of them, but we responded. It was a hard trip. Go from Emmitsburg, Maryland. We stayed in Allentown, Pennsylvania that night, then drove up to Central. Had a great practice. Seth Greenberg came to the practice, one of our alums, and talked to the team. That really helped. Mark Kuntz, the head coach of Post, my former assistant coach. So, and we were down 5 at the half at Central. Again, we didn't have a lead, but our defense and our rebounding and our toughness really played out. Darnell Edge played really good offensively, and Steph Jiggets has been really consistent. So to split on a trip like that is tolerable. It's not what we want. That wasn't our goal, but to do that, it's much better than being 0-2. But 1-1 is what we deserved.
Yeah, you talked about the Central game, the defensive effort. You've gotten a little bit accustomed here to playing some high-scoring games.
Yes.
To come away with a 59-47 win on the road,
right. Hold
them to 47 points, that's the fewest points you've allowed since 2012 in a game. Right. What did that see from your defensive effort, and what did that mean for you on that?
Yeah, it meant everything. That was we just can't go. We wound up holding Mount to 77 points, but at the half they were on the route to get 90. But I said it in my quotes after the game. That was like with Seth coming to practice, that was an Al Balbo effort. And the game has changed since Coach Lowe was here. There's a three-point line. The athleticism, the speed of the play. But that was a grinded-out, tough game. After the game, Coach Dickerman came down to congratulate us. And the year before, you weren't here. We gave him a poster for his last game was against us. So I had a number of people from my family. My 90-year-old godmother was at the game. But now, that road trip is behind us, and we have 2 really good opponents coming into the Rothman Thursday and Saturday, and we need to prepare for those guys.
Yeah, you touched on Darnell Edge a little bit before. Came off the bench, especially there against Central, gave you a huge spark. And you talk about the commitment to rebounding. You've now out-rebounded your opponents the last 2 games on that trip. Darnell Edge, career-high 7 rebounds in that game. How important is it to get your guards rebounding?
That's really important. I think in this league, like the kid Dunn for St. Francis, I believe, is the leading rebounder on their team in our league. So it's an equal opportunity rebounding league, but Darnell can rebound. Obviously, Darian can. Our leading rebounder is Earl with 5. We need our bigs, though, to give me 8 or 12, or, we need to be better on the interior as far as just getting rebounds with 2 hands. But again, when that ball goes up in this league, anybody can get it. And Darnell's been getting it a lot for us, and he's been playing really, really, he's where he belongs. I mean, he's very comfortable coming off the bench and getting us going, and we anticipate more of that.
So now you have 2 games at home here, starting with St. Francis Brooklyn on Thursday, a team that you split with, each team winning on their home floor last year. A team that takes a lot of threes, 520 threes attempted this season. They also do a good job of offensive rebounding, though. What are some of the keys for your team on Thursday?
Yeah, well, you can't really stop them from taking them, but you can't give them more than 1 on a possession. So, we talk to our players all the time about long rebounds come from long shots. So they're going to take a ton of threes, and we have to get the rebounds. So if they make them, there's not – we're defending the 3 better, but we've got to, limit them to 1 shot. And offensively, they're good. Offensively, we got to take care of the basketball because they're good taking it away. So it's a game where if you're not careful with the basketball and you let them get going from behind the 3-point line, they're a dangerous, dangerous team. They're well coached. They're really athletic. They're tough kids, and they're hungry. They've just lost 4 straight and 4 tough games. So this league is, the margin of error is so small, and, I think all the coaches realize that, and, our guys have to understand that every possession leads to winning or losing, and there's a lot of possessions in the game, and we need to be really strong against St. Francis on Thursday night.
And then LIU Brooklyn in here on Saturday. That's a team that you're tied with now. They're also 5-1 in first place. Tough opponent. How much are you looking forward to seeing your team against the team that's up there with them in the standings?
I don't. Who knows if we're going to have the same record on Saturday? But you're right. To play, we've already. Wagner was picked 1. Bryant was picked. Wagner was picked 2. Bryant was picked 3. Robert Morris is good. Now LIU. You're going to get. Everyone plays everybody twice. But LIU has really had our number here a little bit, and we've had LIU's number in Brooklyn. But it's. These Saturday games now are just like, okay, who's got the tank, who's got the depth, and who's ready to just finish the weekend off, So that'll be a toughness game. They're really guarding this year, playing really, really well in conference and out of conference. So it's T-neck day. So I think we're going to get a lot of people from the community. The women play before us, so hopefully people will come out. It's going to be a really fun afternoon, and so is Thursday night.
Thanks for your time today, Coach.
Thank you, Brian.
I'm now joined by sophomore forward Mike Holloway. Mike, now you get your chance to talk on camera. I know you got the background of Steph's interview the other night. Team 5-1 now, first place in the conference. What's been the big key for the start of the season so far for you?
I think the tough out of non-conference schedule was really a big lift for us. To play those bigger guys, faster teams that run their stuff and have a great system for years, and to play that and then have us young guys go in there and play against those type of teams helps us a lot for any conference play.
So you're shooting yourself now, just a shade under 60% for the season, very efficient. What have been some of the keys to you getting baskets and getting inside there?
I like to think of my shot selection to be very well. I don't like to take bad shots, and I love to pass and dish out for the post for other guys. I'm starting to get a lot more double teams from last year. My effectiveness last year is bringing me more double teams this year, so my passing and my shot selection has gotten a lot better.
And obviously everyone's been talking about the tough non-conference. You got to play at Cincinnati, Ohio State, Seton Hall, some of these bigger teams. How much did that help you playing against some of these bigger bodies from the big conferences?
It helps a lot because those guys are stronger. They do lifts, probably a lot of 2-a-days, 3-a-days type lifts, and those guys are big, strong guys, 7-footers, 6'10" and above. So coming to NEC, we really don't have many of those. So it just helped me with my moves and shooting the ball up higher and getting deeper on those guys. That's what you got to do to be effective against guys like that.
All right, so you had that long road trip down to Mount St. Mary's, then up to Central Connecticut. How nice is it now to get finally 2 home games back here in the Rothman Center?
Well, it feels good. To me, road wins are hard to get. Everyone knows that, especially in conference road wins. So in order to get 2 home games against 2 decent teams and to come out with 2 victories, get to 7-1 would be great.
Thanks for your time today, Mike. Good luck this weekend. So the Knights are back in action on Thursday night. They host St. Francis Brooklyn here at the Rothman Center at 7 p.m. Then Saturday, the Knights will be celebrating T-neck Day here at the university. It all starts with the women's game at 2 p.m., followed by the men's game at 4 p.m. For all information about the FDU men's basketball team, head to fduknights.com.